Let's humble ourselves in a prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the gift of life. Heavenly Father, as we are here, may you send your Holy Spirit to guide us through whatever we are going to do. May you help us go through this process, the debate. May all those that are going to debate give us what we expect of them. And may you help us have the best from this. In Jesus' name we pray.
Election Management Committee, please come and take your seats. Mr. President and others, let's have the Election Management Committee, who are the judges of today, come and take their seats. When they take their seats, we shall all take our seats. Madam Chairperson and fellow committee members. All right, Mr. President and all members, you can now take your seats. People power, our power. Without wasting any time, may I invite the moderators for today's debate. The first is Mr. Karamaji Andrew. He's a lawyer, a scholar. He's a political and social activist. His areas of interest are international humanitarian law, constitutional law, human rights, public policy. He currently lives and works in Southern Africa. Basoba ne banyabo abagenda okubuuza ebibuuzo asose yono bamuyita Karamaji Andrew. Nsonga nyi mwenna mumumanyi. Ono yajjako atolekeno olupapula asoma speech ebitategeerekeka. The second one is Dr. Judith Alukwago, diploma in law, former vice president of Makerere University under N.U.P, and currently she is an N.U.P youth leader in Makinde West constituency. Over to you, moderators.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome all of you to this debate. The formalities are done as introduced. My name is Anafuna Karamaji, and we will begin by laying out the ground rules, which I will do with my co-moderator. But before we do that, let's have my co-moderator as well. The ground rules.
Thank you very much. Protocol observed. My name is Judith. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm happy to be here as one of the first and best debate that is going to happen today for the contestants of the MP seat of Kawempe.
Thank you. The first ground rule is that this debate is going to happen in 2 sessions. The first session is in English, which is for 1.5 hours. The second session will be in Luganda, also for 1.5 hours. Okay, the first ground rule again is that this session is happening in 2 parts. The first, for 1.5 hours, is in English. The second, is there a problem?
The tech team, apparently my volume is low. Is this okay? Tech team. This mic. Is this better? Great, thank you. So, timekeeper who is Sassy Margaret. Sassy Margaret, please wait for the crowd. Sassy Margaret, timekeeper. So yes, share your ground rules.
Bamwita Komanda Alex, kainayo batamusilideko. Lero zonna zirwanyi nazimalayo. Wadala ono kankuveeko. Rapidi.
Proud silence. We don't assist distracting our candidates. Your phones will be silent so that we don't distract the candidates on the stage. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. That's it with the ground rules. I hope that I can be heard now. Can you hear me? Great. So we will now proceed to invite the candidates. Please listen carefully. We are inviting the candidates in the order of nomination. We are not following any particular order except in the order in which they were nominated. Tugenda kuyita ba candidates nga tugoberera engeri jeba sunsulwa. I hope that's the phrase. Engeri jeba sunsulwa. So I will invite one and my colleague will invite another. And then please, when we invite you, please take up a seat up there. It's free sitting. And after all of you are done, we will join you and pose the first question of the debate. Let me begin and invite Mr. Magala Umar. Please come to the stage.
The second one is Mr. Mulumba Matthias.
The third candidate is Mr. Nsereko Moses.
Saving boats. Saving boats.
Silence, please. Silence, please. The fifth Mr. Mr. Magala, the mic is just 2 minutes.
Facebook live.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Magala Uma. I am a teacher by profession. I am a resident of Kawempe, Mbogo. Like I said, I'm a teacher by profession. I hold a bachelor's degree in education from Makerere University. I am a member of the National Unity Platform, card number 1939. I think that will do for the introduction first. Magala Umar has this on agenda. Top on the agenda is fighting for the fundamental freedoms of rights of man and citizen. Secondly, on our agenda is to demand for accountability from the military regime that has ruled our country for the last 40 years. You know very well that the health sector is sick. We are going to put them on test. We want to use this opportunity to express ourselves in form of a protest vote in the year 2025 in Kawempe Division North. The other issue is empowering our people, the common people, the ghetto people of Kawempe. 10 seconds. Yeah, empowering our people. How do we empower our people? Just getting the little pay, getting part of the little pay we have, and at least giving our people some startup capital, especially the mothers, especially the marginalized groups. Your time is up. Thank you very much. Thank you. People power.
Mr. Mulumba Matthias, you're going to be next.
Thank you, madam. My name is Mulumba Matthias. Outside there, Chikumicha Dollar. I'm the chairman, LC1, the only chairman in this by-election coming. And I'm going to represent Uganda in that manner. Because I'm going to represent the chairman in the whole of the country. I'm a Mutongole of Sabasajja in my zone, Kawempe Corner zone, in Kazo, Angola, where I'm a resident. I'm a member of the National Unity Platform, holding number 03004096. Being a chairman of LC1 is not a joking subject other people might think, because she has helped me to interact with the different people. So in that way, since I'm given little time, I would like you, madam, to give you my document where I have summarized most of the things which I cannot do here. Handle it. So, I have summarized my program in only 5 letters. JHATE, where J stands for job creation. Because where I'm residing, people are lacking jobs and people are very poor. H stands for heresy. Because I'm staying in a ghetto area, there's a lot of disease which comes through that kind of situation where we live. So I'm going to make sure that drugs in hospitals are there and expired drugs should not be there. Then also accountability.
Mr. Muneto, you might want to read them as bullet points.
Yes. So I've been finding a problem in my area and in Kawempe division, actually the headquarters of Kawempe division, where councillors are fighting with mayors. I'm going to make sure that that kind of division is erased.
Thank you very much.
My friend, I'm sorry, Mr. Moderator.
10 seconds.
Term limits is top on my agenda.
Okay.
I'm really disturbed that Uganda, among the East African countries, is the only country which doesn't have term limits. You have to remove the dictatorship of this President Museveni by restoring term limits in our constitution.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The next candidate to introduce themselves is Mr. Serko Moses.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to be very brief. The first one is about health sector. I'm going to construct one health center, and also I donate one ambulance for my people. Another one, about education. I've already introduced about education. I've already introduced Moses bursaries for the orphans. Even the orphans of the late one, I was saying, you bring them, I'm going to educate them. Then another one is about your population. I've already introduced Moses Boxy, Mundawa, President Kiakulani. Thank you, sir. Let me be brief. Because of the time, let me stop from that. Thank you, sir.
Whoa, way!
The next candidate is Mr. Kachika Frederick.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Frederick Kachika. I stay at Chebando. I'm the one of the mobilizer in N.U.P in my electoral area. Chebando Parish. So moderator, first and foremost, if I elected as a member of parliament, I will begin with build a hospital in my constituency. What the problem we have one hospital, one health center, one hospital in Kawempe. Many people suffocating. So, before I elected as a member of parliament, I will start with that. The second one, I provide the mother the kids, every pregnant mother, and not only that, I will add 200,000. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Let's be silent, please. Let's hear from. Please, let's observe some silence. Let's hear from Dr. Charles Rubagumia. Dr. Charles Rubagumia.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. First and foremost, I would like to recognize my president. I mean His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. I know that we won,
but we are cheated. First, it's my pleasure to introduce myself to you. My name is Dr. Charles Robagonia. I have doctorate in organizational leadership and administration. And I work with Apostolic Interpretation University. We are located in Mukono as academic registrar. About my manifesto, ladies and gentlemen, I have not come here to excite the people of Kawempe responses that I will give them as a heaven. Because I know that all resources are in the hands of the dictator. I know that all powers are in the hands of a dictator. So, the only which I can promise to the people of Kawempe, constituency, is to join my president, I mean His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, that's Robert Chabalisi Sentamu, to join the struggle of removing the dictatorial regime of President Museveni. And I want to prove to you that the dictatorial regime can be removed. It has ever been practiced in France. You know French Revolution of 1789 to 1794. The people protested the autocratic regime of King Louis XVI, and they removed him. Ladies and gentlemen, we can remove this dictatorial regime using the power of the people.
Thank you very much.
The next is Engineer Simple.
Thank you. I was the sympathetic youth, desires and fantasies, hopes and wishes to ride in Benzes in a Sapoa, like I want to be like a superstar. Everyone is a superstar. And I'm glad to be here. I'm by the names of Senku Kenneth, Bachelor of Science, a graduate from Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Makerere University, a postgraduate in Construction Project Management, still from Makerere University. I've been a seasoned electrical engineer with over 15 years of experience in trying to distribute electricity all over Uganda. I've left the comforts of the offices, the cups of coffee, the buffets, the pizzas, and decided to come and serve the people of Kawempe North. I'm glad to be here that I'm a registered member of the National N.U.P platform. I'm glad to have my president as His Excellency Chairman Robert Sentamu, and I'm here to stay. I want to thank N.U.P as our party for giving us this opportunity to come and discuss what we're able to do for the people of Kawempe North. Among the core duties of the Member of Parliament, like legislation, oversight, presentation, budget approval, I, as Engineer Senku Kenneth, I'm going to try to make sure that everybody in Kawempe North, you are connected to the national grid. I'll bring my expertise that you'll get your materials. I'll get you the wire man and also the certificate. Everybody should have electricity. Tugenda gobenzikiza mu Kawempe North buli omu ogenda kufuna amasanyalaze. 2. Abantu bagala kulala nnyo.
Your time, engineer, is up. Complete.
Just a moment. I'm going to be able to give mama kits to every pregnant woman in Kawempe, and also a 6-kilogram gas cylinder to every member, to every household in Kawempe North. I'm here to stay. N.U.P everywhere, people power. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Next, it's going to be Council Members Elias.
Thank you. Mr. President, and your formidable team of leaders, dear my fellow contenders, I thank you. I'm so grateful to be here with you. My name is Luyimbasi Elias Nalukola. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Uganda and all courts of judicature. When I assume the seat of a member of parliament, I will tell you the obvious first. The constitutional commandment under Article 79 provides to the effect that a member of parliament is supposed to legislate. I will legislate, ladies and gentlemen. I will supervise activities of the central government in my constituency. I will further my activities of fighting for justice and human rights. I will inspire the youth. I'm aware that the youth in Kawempe North constituency are the majority, but many of them are not only unemployed but unemployable. We have to identify their talents and nurture them. We have already embarked on that. I believe I will be able to fight and call upon all the younger people to join the struggle for good governance. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to me.
Mr. Senkuma Salim. Mr. President. Let's listen to him, please.
Our electoral committee, all members of National Unity Platform. My name's Senkuma Salim, Mafumafu, son of Kawempe North. I'm a businessman, I'm on the cabinet, business community, as a financial advisor. I seek mandate, Mr. President, to represent my constituency as a member of parliament. Mr. President, I promise you, this by-election is going to turn as a roadway to end Museveni's regime. And I promise you, I always follow the core value of National Unity Platform. And again, I promise you, and the people of Kawempe and Uganda in general, I'm going to advocate for the people all the time. Thank you. I'm God, Mr. Senkuma Salim, Kawempe North. I always be obedient to National Unity Platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Dr. Judy.
Next is Mr. Luwemba Muswa Mohammed.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President is present, and all protocol observed for the interest of time. Mr. President, I want to thank you for coming up with this organization for the first ever debate organized by the young political party. It's such an inspiration. Your Excellency and members of the National Unity Platform, my name is alexwaiswa Mohammed, former political assistant to the late Honorable Muhammad Segirinya. Your Excellency, it will be quite unfair if we proceed without getting a moment of silence to praise this man Honorable Muhammad Sekirinya for whatever he did for this political party. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me borrow from my little time. I have been given little time, but let's observe a moment of silence to pay respect in this great man, Honorable Sekirinya. Today we are here today because of this great man. I've seen my brother here saying he's going to donate Seki box, he's going to do what? Because of the Honorable Muhammad Sekirinya. Your Excellency, please join me and we observe a moment of silence to pay respect in the Honorable Muhammad Sekirinya. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You can take your seats. Your Excellency, I want to put this very clear. I am a member of National Unity Platform. I don't belong to DA, I don't belong to NRM, I am a member of National Unity Platform. Your Excellency, as I conclude, Your Excellency, I am going in Parliament not to speak good English. I am going in Parliament to act. What the people of Kawempe North need is service delivery. I am going to continue with those projects, the Segi box, the ambulances, and also to empower the young people through our different projects. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, and the whole team, members of the EMC, all N.U.P members. I greet you in the name of the God. I'm here for the cause well known to all of us, of securing our country away from dictators. And to achieve this, when interested, I'm to stick on the core values of N.U.P. I will advocate for them on the floor of Parliament and outside the floor of Parliament. I will advocate for justice. I will advocate for unity. I will advocate for social justice. I will advocate for integrity. I will advocate for inclusivity. I will advocate for human rights. I will advocate for accountability. I will advocate for democracy. And I will be an exemplary leader. And I'm ready to sacrifice myself for the need for the cause of for the cause of removing a dictator in this country, Uganda.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. That marks the end of the introductions. Let's listen, please. That marks the end of the introductions. I am going to pose the first question. So please listen to the first question so that you can also evaluate the answers they give. Question number one, candidates, is, in your view, what is the greatest development challenge facing Kawempe North? In your view, what is the greatest development challenge facing Kawempe North? Mr. Magala Umar. And you have 1 minute.
Thank you very much. The greatest challenge facing Kawempe North is lack of health infrastructure. Thank you very much. I wish all candidates can emulate him because it's a straightforward question. We have a couple of questions to go through. So if all of you can emulate him, please, that would be great. Mr. Mulumba Matthias, same question. In your view, what is the greatest development challenge facing Kawempe North?
The greatest challenge in my area, being the chairman of N.U.P and North team, is poverty. People are very poor. That's why I even came up with the name of $2 that people should have at least an emergency fee of $100. So when you have money, you can solve every problem. So poverty is the issue in my area.
Thank you. Mr. Serako Moses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What, in your view, is the greatest development challenge facing Kawempe North?
There are so many, sir. The first one is poor drainage. Emiala, poor drainage, Emiala. Then the second one, poverty. Poverty, Mr. President, poverty. That's why I came up with this idea. Nsereko Moses saving boxi. Bana Kawempe,
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chika Frederick.
Thank you, sir. The problem we have in Kawempe, we have in my constituency, since the President Museveni got in power, Kawempe North, we have a problem of education. We have only we don't have any secondary school in Kawempe North. That's a big problem facing the Kawempe North.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Charles Rubakunya, same question. Let's listen to Dr. Charles Rubakunya.
The greatest development challenge in Kawempe. First of all, Kawempe is a ghetto area full of people who are not income earners. Our youth don't have what to do, they are jobless. Our women are not empowered. And generally speaking, even the respect of human rights by the team is also a problem.
Thank you very much. Let's have Engineer N.U.P Kenneth.
Thank you so much. What I feel the greatest, but if we try to reduce on the electricity, produce goods at a much cheaper cost.
Thank you very much. To your left, to People Council, Luimbazi, Elias Alukola.
In Kawempe North constituency, we have a challenge of insufficient or inadequate planning for our resources, including human and other resources. We don't plan. Even those projects you see there, a good number of them are put in place before planning. We need sufficient planning.
Let's listen, please.
So we can work on those ones.
Thank you.
Dr. Kawempe.
Dr. Judith Anafuna will ask the next question. Thank you.
So we're going to go on our question number 2, and we're going to start in the order we started. So, Mr. Magara, what is your understanding of the role of an MP?
Thank you very much. The question is very clear. The understanding of the role of an MP is already stipulated in the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. An MP does oversight role. An MP does represent his constituents. An MP does representation of the people. And an MP as well does appropriation of the budget. Thank you very much. So those are the cardinal roles of an MP.
Mr. Mulumba Matthias, your colleague has talked about those roles. What is your understanding of appropriations?
That is the process where MP looks at how the people of that area, how they can benefit from the government, from the service delivery, that those areas where he represents.
Okay, thank you very much. The same question applies to Mr. Nsereko Moses. What is your understanding of appropriations? Mr. Nsereko Moses.
I beg your pardon.
What is your understanding of appropriations? Your colleague said there are 4 functions: legislation, oversight, appropriation, and representation. What is appropriation?
What I can say, the role of an MP, Parliament, the role of an MP to pass laws that govern the country. MPs make laws that govern this country. Also to represent your people, the one who have voted for you. That is it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Frederick?
Yes, madam.
On the role of oversight,
yes.
We've had precedents of members of Parliament who have been given the role of oversight. I'm sure you know them. Not performed accordance to what we expect of them of oversight.
Thank you, madam. One of the law of Parliament oversighted. So what the madam asked me, Kachika, what are you going to do? Because we see many members of Parliament not working, not do their own, not do their jobs. But Kachika, I will make sure that I work tirelessly to see people get delivered. Get well representative.
I think I got the same question to you. Dr. Charles Oversight function. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. I said we have seen in the current parliament, we entrusted some of our leaders with the role of oversight.
You give what you have. My main goal is to join the struggle of removing the dictatorial regime of President Museveni, because all those functions you are talking about, oversight law, allocation of resources, what all programs. You are presenting, who is going to give them the budget? We are a dictator, give them the budget. Who is going to give them the power to do all those good projects? The main role, the main solution is to approve the regime of President Museveni. Then afterwards, that's when we get improve our promise to land. That's when all those that's the regime and get into our promise to land, which all is about.
Thank you, sir. Engineer Senku Kenneth. Engineer Senku Kenneth.
Yes, please.
Question we would like you to answer. Name any 3 roles of the Speaker of Parliament. Any 3 roles of the Speaker of Parliament.
The 3 roles of the Speaker of Parliament. 1 is to oversee the House, because they are the ones who hold the sittings of the national budget, and also 3, trying to make sure that through the parliamentary commission, to try to know the privileges and also the allocations for all the different persons in this country.
Thank you very much. The same question applies to you, Councillor Embassy. However, we would like you to explain more on the Speaker's role when it comes to the Parliamentary Commission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Speaker, people power, our power, people power. Ra. Speaker is the chairperson of the Parliamentary Commission. The Parliamentary Commission is the body which does the administrative role of Parliament, including but not limited to proposing the remunerations and determining administrative questions and issues which arise in day-to-day running of Parliament. If you allow me the latitude.
Thank you, Councillor. Mr. Salim Salim. Mr. Salim. I will have Dr. Joseph Malipa pose the next question.
Mr.
Let's listen to the question, please.
The roles of members of parliament include representation. The number of youth in Uganda is between 78 to 80%. And that means the constituency of Kawempe North is mainly youth. how are you going to represent those young people with so many problems that they have? How are you going to represent them in Parliament?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The majority of the population in Uganda, of us will know this. But I'm assured they are not well represented in Parliament, yet there are people who are supposed to represent in Parliament. So I already advocate for the youth, such that they can be skilled, they can be employed, passing bills that they can be given, like cheap loans, soft loans, such that they can operate small businesses.
Thank you very much. The last two candidates will tell us one law. For this section, the last two candidates are supposed to tell us one law. If they had 1 minute in Parliament, which law would they propose and table in the Parliament of Uganda? That is, starting with Mr. Alexwaiswa Mohammed. One law that you would pass in Parliament, that you would propose.
Thank you so much, moderator. People power, our power. Moderator, it's the age limit, because General Museveni for over the 45 for over 40 years is in power because of the age limit. So I want to be very clear when I enter Parliament. I want to fight hard, fight tiresomely, like my brother, the Honorable Sekirinya, to make sure that the age limit is being passed.
Thank you. The same question from Mr. Kulia Saulo Ziwa.
When I go to Parliament, I will propose that we get a commission to look after the elections, to get independent electoral commission, so that the president is not the one to choose those people on electoral commission.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear audience, we have completed questions about Parliament. We are now going to go to a question that will be posed by my colleague, Dr. Judith Nalokwago, about National Unity Platform. The question is about the National Unity Platform. Dr. Nalokwago.
I'm going to start from the previous speaker, Mr. Professor. So you're going to tell us, just mention one value of National Unity Platform, then you expound on it, how you as a member of Parliament, you're going to carry on these values of National Unity Platform.
Okay, thank you, Chairperson. Me, I will stick on justice, because everyone here needs justice. It is from the God, me Kulia Saulo Ziwa, to be a Ugandan. It is not from anyone else. So that I will be advocating for justice, because we need justice. And things are going on in Uganda. It seems we are not equal at all. I will put my emphasis on justice, so that we can help our country and we liberate all Ugandans. As you know, our grandfathers and mothers fought so that we get independence. They saw that all Ugandans will be independent. But after getting the independence, it seems we are not independent. So it is us to fight for our independence in Uganda.
The next, I'll go with Mr. Luwemba. I will pose the same question to him.
One value.
Mr. President, moderator, discipline is one of the core values of National Unity Platform. And today, we are being disrespected by the so-called regime propagandists that are being planted in the National Unity Platform. I will emphasize discipline once I enter Parliament. Corruption. I will fight tiresomely, Mr. President, to fight corruption, because corruption It has been a key factor in this uniting national unity platform. Thank you.
Mr. Serum Kuma Salim. One value, same question.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I am the moderator, Mr. President.
Thank you, moderator. I always emphasize the point of liability. In the national unity platform, all of us we are aware of that. Reliable is the main problem that we have here. Mr. Problem, we have been with people here.
Mr. Problem.
We have sent them to different locations.
Let's give him a chance.
To represent people. But they have already disappointed us. I always be reliable to the people of national unity platform.
Thank you. Council members, Elias Adekola. One value and how you will espouse it in Parliament.
Integrity. Integrity. It begins with you as a person. You discipline yourself. You restrain yourself from taking what is not yours, what you are not entitled to. In that regard, I will restrain myself. I will make sure that I promote integrity, not only among the members of National Unity Platform, but also my fellow members of Parliament, because it is unconstitutional, it is illegal for one to do that which is contrary to integrity. We must practice good integrity even when we are not being watched. I thank you.
Let's be quiet, please.
Mr. Serum is going to speak about patriotism as one of the values of N.U.P. So him as a member of parliament under the ticket of N.U.P, how is he going to advance our value of patriotism among the people of Uganda and also carry it on as a value of national unity?
Thank you so much, moderator. But to my dismay, patriotism is not part of our core values. But still, I can be able to speak about it. Because when we look at the core values, there are basically 6. And among them, patriotism is not there. But still, patriotism is the love, the determination, the courage to speak up, to serve your country by respecting the Constitution, by abiding by rules and regulations, by electing able leaders, by being able to serve as part of the mandate of the people. So, being patriotic, you must be able to exhibit it in where you stay, being disciplined, being able to engage in whatever you're supposed to in elective politics, engaging in decision making. You must be there for your country. But still, just part of this, I want to tell you that another core value of the National Unity Platform is fidelity. You get it? Because the question you posed, I'm trying to really put across that fidelity is one of the core values, whereby we express the faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief, demonstrated by continued loyalty. So here, I promise my president that I'll be loyal to the party, loyal to you, and loyal to everyone who supports the National Unity Platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, maybe point of correction is in the new constitution, we don't have fidelity, we have patriotism. So, but at least both of them are related, so that is very good.
Thank you. Doctor, please listen to this question. Dr. Charles Rubagumya, you are a member of parliament for Kawempe North. We have a bill in parliament to extend the term of office of the ruling regime. And they need 1 vote for it to pass, someone approaches you and says, I'm going to give you money to build a hospital in Kawempe North for your people. Please vote for this bad proposal. What will you do?
Good question. But what I would like to inform the general public that our party is a party of intent, and is a party which cannot be compromised. And one of the values of our party is integrity and honesty. As a person who believes in integrity and honesty, I cannot betray the people of Kawempe North Constituency. I cannot betray my party.
So you will reject the money for the hospital?
Yes, I will reject
and vote against the bad law.
Because building a hospital cannot bring up a change which we want. What we want is to remove that authority of President Museveni such that we can and use it the way we want as N.U.P.
So thank you very much. The same question goes to Kachika Frederick. Kachika, should I repeat the question? The question is, there is a bad law being proposed in Parliament. The ruling regime needs one vote to pass it. And they approach you and say, we're going to give you money to build a hospital in Kawempe North, but we want you to vote for the bad law. What will you do?
Thank you.
1 minute.
Thank you. First and foremost, I, Kachika, I fully exhausted corruption and embezzlement. Nobody can give me that money, and I agree with him. So I'm concluding saying that I reject it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Sereko Moses, the same question.
Yes, sir.
Same question.
Yes, I cannot allow, sir. I cannot allow. Even I can box the speaker on that issue. I can just box. I cannot allow. We are here for the power of the people, not the money. People power. Our power. N.U.P. Everywhere. My president, what are you saying?
Dr. N.U.P will pose the next question.
Mr. N.U.P. You say you're the chairman, right? Let's give Mr. Mulumba audience. Let's give Mr. Mulumba audience.
Silence, please.
Mr. Mulumba said he's the L1 chairman in a certain village in Kawempe North. And in that same Kawempe North is where we find the National Referral Hospital. That is the Women's Hospital.
It's true.
So we have a value of service in N.U.P.
Yes.
You are conflicted in a situation where there are no gloves in the hospital. Yes. And you people have told me there are no gloves, but these same people need to be worked on. And the doctors are telling them you have to first go buy your gloves outside the hospital, then you come to work on you. What are you going to do as a member of parliament? Are you going to arrest the doctors? Are you going to buy gloves for your constituents? What are you going to do as a leader in terms of service?
Of course, the doctor is not the problem for the availability of those gloves. I know the Minister of Health, which is supposed to be in a position to serve all equipments of health services in that hospital. And for that matter, I'll bring the press. I'll go first to the Minister of Health before going to the Parliament. So I go to him, I ask him,
I'm sorry for interrupting. It's an emergency, the patient. It's an emergency. It's quick. We need to
okay, with that quick one, of course, as a member of Parliament, I have to improvise means so that that patient doesn't die. And then later on, I got the ministry to address the matter. And if it refuses, then I got the parliament, the podium, to say the problem in my area. Thank you.
Mr. Magana, you are the last candidate to speak about this. I'm going to ask you again on the value of patriotism. How are you going to advance it? Because that is the value of your party. How are you going to advance it among the people of your constituency, but also among the people of Uganda? Because you're going to not only represent your constituency, your N.U.P is going to make laws that affect the general population of Uganda.
Thank you very much. Patriotism goes hand in hand with fidelity. As a member of parliament, I would really implore my constituents, my fellow comrades, to love their country. And how do you love your country? By doing things that are within the law, by promoting what is right, and then disdain what is wrong. That's how I would do as a member of parliament. And actually, as a leader in my area and as an emblem of N.U.P in my area, I have been preaching that. I've been preaching patriotism. I have been preaching fidelity to the party and love for our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next question is tricky, and we want to be fair. So how it's going to be answered is by a symbol. Every candidate will come here and do this, all that, and make sure that their friends don't see the answer. Our judges are the ones to see the answer. Because if they speak, some people are expected to know the answer. We want to be fair so that people do not know the answer. This is the question. Which chapter of the 1995 Constitution, in which chapter of the 1995 Constitution do we find fundamental human rights and freedoms located? You come to the front. If it is found in chapter 1, if it is found so you come here and show us, the judges will record the answer. Is that clear? Is that clear? So let's start from here. Which chapter of the Constitution do we find fundamental human rights and freedoms? Okay? Next question will be posed by Dr. Alexwaiswa.
I'm going to start with Mr. Moses. Let me take this as a follow-up question from the previous question. You've seen what has been happening with the Supreme Court, where there was a judgment on the release of political prisoners. You know, most of these political prisoners are actually N.U.P supporters, and many of them are from your constituency, Kawempe North. You as a member of parliament, what are you going to do? One, to make sure those political prisoners are released, because they have failed to release them even with a judgment. Two, moving forward, what are you going to do to make sure such cases are not taken to the military court? Remember, the person you're replacing was also a political prisoner.
No? I beg your pardon, madam.
You've had the judgment from the Supreme Court.
I've not had it.
So if you've not had it, it's okay. Let me change the question. I will pose that question to the next person.
Thank you, madam.
What is the great... Anyway, let me ask it in a different way. There has been that judgment. X that you don't know.
I have not heard about it.
Yes. But at the same time, we have N.U.P and other political prisoners. There is Dr. Besije, we have here Bobby Young and others who are in prison. Even the person seated next to you has been in prison for 1.5 years. The person you are replacing as member of parliament was a political prisoner for 2.5 years. What are you going to do? One, to stop Ugandans from being taken to military courts. Two, is the ones who are in prison. What are you going to do about it? Because there was a ruling, a judgment, struck a judgment to release them, but they are not released up to now. What are you going to do about it?
I will take government to court such that I can take government to court such that we can talk about that thing, so that our prisoners are released. I will take government to court. That is the answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The same question applies to Mr. Kachika. What will you do about political prisoners?
The problem we have, this regime, since Museveni got power in 1996, it has done many things to our people. Has killed our people. He has beaten our people. Many people have suffered. So as Kachika has been elected as a member of parliament, I can pass a law that favor the political prison. No, not political prisoner. The political party.
The same question, Dr. Charles Magunia. What will you do about political prisoners? Dear members of the audience, we have 2 more questions and we will be done with the English version. So please bear with us. We are bringing this to a close shortly. Same question.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, we don't have the, don't have the problem of political prisoners only, about violation of human rights. Our innocent clinical practice. Innocent have been disappeared and even their bodies. Some Ugandans are kidnapped day and night. So, the only solution we can do for such a problem, I told you, is to get the struggle of removing the dictator. That's the only solution. And actually, as a part of the team, I have to go
on that matter? Or before we dictate?
Thank you. Mr. Engineer Senku Kenneth, which committee of parliament would be the best to deal with the issue of political prisoners?
The issue of political prisoners, we find that we have the Committee of Internal Affairs to tell them to try, because you find that most of the political prisoners are under prisons. Prisons is still holding them, yet already we have basically about two committees, the Committee on National Law and Guidance and also the Internal Affairs Committee, because they need to be removed from prison, but there are some few procedures which are supposed to be done. But we should not relent, we should continue pursuing on all channels which we can be able to do so that they get out of prisons.
Thank you. Council members, which committee is responsible for human rights parliament?
On human rights, it's Human Rights Committee.
Thank you. I'll give the mic to my colleague to pose the next question to Mr. Serenku Salim, Mr. Kawempe, and Mr. Ule.
Mr. Salim, do you believe in one of what your colleagues said about that our major problem is removing the dictator? All these things don't matter, but removing the dictator? Do you believe? First a yes, then I asked a yes or no, then I ask the next question.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, so if you believe that that is the most important issue, why are you standing as a member of parliament? Shouldn't you be home trying to remove the dictator?
I stand as a member of parliament because I do believe that the member of parliament has the powers to determine how the dictator can be removed.
Please explain a bit more. How does a member of parliament remove a dictator?
There is a law in parliament that emanates that there is a law in parliament that provides or helps a member of parliament that can decide on how to remove a president of a nation.
Mr.
Magala, do you believe the same? Do you believe that our major role is to remove the dictator, we should leave everything else?
Thank you very much. Our greatest challenge in Uganda is the dictator, and that is General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who should be removed with all possible means available and within the law.
So as a political prisoner?
Yes.
What are you going to do different? Because when you were in prison, it was the same case that you were in prison. What are you going to do different as a member of parliament in order to remove the dictator?
Thank you very much. One, there are two opportunities. The first opportunity is availing itself now. We are headed for war. This is a front we are going to use to show a protest vote. The first opportunity is this protest vote of 2025 in Kawempe Division North. Actually, when we get the opportunity, we shall voice out ourselves host. And this goes to Justice Simon Diabakama. Should he play around with the vote of the people of Kawempe? Should he play around with the mandate of the people of Kawempe? We are ready to take him home. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Weber, do you agree also to the same question, or do you disagree?
I agree.
So what are you going to do as a member of parliament on the same?
As a member of parliament, when elected in office, I want to advocate for the rule of law. Because what is tormenting us most is the rule of law. For example, the Supreme Court has just given a ruling, and we want to thank the Honorable Kabaziguruka for challenging the Constitutional Court. So now when I'm in Parliament, I will put the Commission of Human Rights accountable, and as a member of Parliament, I will make sure that all laws that are being passed in Parliament, they are in the favor of Ugandans. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Finally, for now, Mr. Okusunsula, same question applied.
Okay, thank you, moderator. When I'm voted an MP of Kawempe, because this government, they are not working on the laws, and we want to remove this government, I will only mobilize my people of Kawempe North to put this government on placer, because we want to remove the dictator. And I will be teaching people on how we can remove a dictator. Because it is us who can remove this government. When we are together, as Ugandans, we can remove this government. Even if it is today, they can just move away. If we can even move from now and we say enough is enough for Uganda, they can move. And we want to mobilize the Ugandans to know their rights so that we can remove the dictator.
Thank you very much. Dear colleagues in the audience, Mr. President SG and others, we have an opportunity to the candidates. Those at the back, please. Thank you. Okay, this is a quick question, no need for, maybe you can just tell us why. Please follow the candidates. Amongst your fellow candidates, which one do you admire and why? Which candidate amongst your opponents do you admire and why?
None of these candidates.
Thank you. You also admire none?
Admire for someone is a sin. If I cannot admire someone.
I cannot admire anyone. Maybe my president, Mr. Kawempe, I know this one. I'm the best candidate for the post of Kawempe North. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Among the candidates seated here, I would, one, admire my brother, Council Elias, one for his espousal of the rule of law and constitution. Let's listen, please.
Like people power, like this, I admire myself. I'm the only one who has been representing the people, who are the issue of the family of the dictator, no rain. So I admire myself. Thank you.
Thank you. I admire Salimu Sirungonga. The man has a ground. The other election he contested as a member of parliament. He was the second. So I admire Salimu Sirungonga. Thank
It's a very challenging question. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me the latitude. We are endowed differently. Mother Teresa says that I can do what you cannot do. You can do what I cannot do. Together we can do great things. All of us here are talented differently. I'm unique. This brother of mine is unique. Everyone here is unique. But we are all endowed differently. You cannot fail to admire something from someone. All of them, I have something to admire from them. Thank you. I thank you.
I think we should stand.
As you know, we have a cause why we are here. The main cause we have is to remove a dictator. That dictator has ruled us for about 40 years. Now it's going to 40 years. He has been ruling us with some other people on the side of opposition. This is why I'm not going to admire anyone. I only trust my heart. And we are here on serious issues of removing a dictator. I am only the one person who can remove this dictator by educating others so that we can be free in Uganda and get our freedom.
People power. People power. Our power. It's a great opportunity to be here. Our president and all the members of the N.U.P platform, all my fellow contestants, you're all good people from different walks of life, from different professions, from different backgrounds. We are all here for one cause: serving the people of Kawempe and Uganda at large. I appreciate all their efforts. I appreciate all their charisma. I appreciate everything. But on a lighter note, just one person, I don't know, we're in high school together. He happened to be my head boy. We're at Kawempe Muslim, but now we are here vying for the position of Kawempe North. Personal caller. He was my head boy when I was in Kawempe Muslim. You get it? But now we are here. So let the best candidate win. Thank you so much.
Dear audience, the final question for the English session is going to be posed by my co-moderator, Dr. N.U.P, please.
Let's listen to the final question. And I'm going to start with cancer I'm going to be specific. In 1 minute, you're going to tell us the village you stay in, the parish you stay in, and tell us what is the major economic activity of that area. And as a member of parliament, how are you going to help people advance that economic activity in the area so that they get more money out of it?
you very much. The village is Kalule Zone, Kawempe 1 Parish, Kawempe North Constituency, Kawempe Division, Kampala. That Kalule Zone is largely industrial area, especially along Bombo Road. We have a number of employees, casual laborers there, but they have challenges. As you know, we don't have a minimum wage in Uganda. So, to improve their conditions and their pay is key if we are to help them as leaders.
How are you going to improve the pay, you as a Labour Party?
Advocating for a minimum wage in act which is not yet enforced under working conditions.
Next, I'm going to go to Mr. Kuliasau. You're going to tell me how many parishes make up Kawempe constituency. How many parishes and
Thank you, moderator. It is 9 parishes which make up Kawempe.
Mr. Moses, could you tell us those parishes that make up Kawempe North constituency?
Thank you, madam. There are 9 parishes. The first one is the Tikaya. Another one is Waiswa. Another one is Kanyanya. Another one is Mpererwe. And so many others. They are named. I've answered the name. Thank you, madam.
Let's listen. Dr. Charles is going to finish the parishes. Sorry. Let's listen to the parishes that make up the constituency.
Chewando, Kaya, Komamboka, Kanyanya, Mpererwe, Kawempe 1, Kawempe 2, Kasangola, Waiswa 1.
Thank you. Doctor?
I'm going to ask also the village and what economic activity do most women in your area get involved in, and how are you going to help these women to advance that economic activities so that they can get more money out of that activity?
Thank you, Moderator. I'm coming from Kefara Zone. I work in One Parish. I work in one. I'm a resident of Kefara. I have been forming different groups, and I have been supporting them locally. I also have a Facebook account. Yes, it has been helping the masses to increase in their.
Mr. Luemba, you can get the microphone. Which parish is the National Referral Hospital? And we have challenges. People there have complained of the fact that there is a lot of sewage coming from the National Referral Hospital. What are you going to do to make sure that hospital in the area that you're going to represent works on its drainage so that because that medical waste, when it goes into people, you know the problem of Kawempe is sewage and other things. When people consume that sewage, they can get infected with diseases. So tell us your village, the village and the parish the hospital is in, and how you're going to solve that problem of sewage from the national level.
Thank you, moderator. That is Kawempe 1 as a parish, and village is Ketfalau. Moderator, I have been serving as a political assistant in that area, and a matter of issues rising from the hospital, I have been hand in hand with the KCCA because it's in charge of building trenches and reaching out to Ministry of Health for that matter, and it has been handled for quite some time. Thank you.
Please address them.
Mr. Magala, in general, I just want you to give us a general picture, because I know most parishes, people from different parishes, have different economic activities. What is the major economic activity of the people of Kawempe? Especially, I'm interested in the young people, because if you're representing people who are 78% of the population, you should know what they get involved in. What's their major economic activity? And what are you going to do to help them? Because you saw the U.S. report, 1%, only 1% of Ugandans earn more than 1 million. And that means the youth already are at a lower percentage. So what are you going to do in that general problem of Kawempe, and how are you going to uplift the economy of the people of Kawempe?
Thank you very much. Most of our young people are involved in the informal sector and border riders. These our people have now a challenge that the digitalization of the number plates has made them have been forced onto an increment of 750,000 shillings tax. That means that if a border has been buying 5 million, now it is going to buy up to 6 million. So as I go to Parliament, I go there as a member of the National Unity Platform, who is going to agitate for a fair taxation. And I expect that to happen, and if it doesn't happen, it will not be business as usual. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Kenneth, Engineer Kenneth Senku. You're going to tell us one, because as a member of Parliament, as a leader, you work with elected members in your constituency. So, who's your LC1? Yeah. Tell us your village, your parish, your LC1 and your LC2. And then tell us, how are you going to work with those people to advance the struggle of the Ugandans?
Still, I'm proud to state to all the members of National Unity Platform that I was born in Kawempe, I was raised in Kawempe, I studied in Kawempe, and I'm staying in Kawempe Chirokole village. I'm so proud to be somebody who has been part of Kawempe. One thing I always say that I'm ready, willing and ready to work with all the chains of leadership, starting from the president, our LOCs, our chairman. I'm going to work with everybody. As I stated, most of the small businesses in Chirokole are small-scale businesses which need empowerment, which need collective effort, people coming together, they save. We try to get them financial coaches, we try to get them psychologists, to try to help them to better themselves. And I'm ready to do that. Thank you so much.
very much. The final question for this round, which will conclude the English session, and then we will transition to Luganda. And we will discuss in Luganda for 40 minutes, because we have to finish at 2. Discuss in Luganda for 40 minutes. So the final question goes to Mr. Kachika to give us his views about the recently released results for education at the PLE level and his comments on that. How did Kawempe North perform, and what does he think about that?
Thank you, sir. Kawempe North, as a division, he performed very, very poorly. Because the problem is, we are the Kawempe North, as Kawempe North, we have few UPE schools, government schools, and the teachers, they don't pay at all. They earn a little salary. That's why the Kawempe North has performed badly in the exam, the PLE 2024. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for all the candidates for Kawempe North. Please clap louder. Let's appreciate them. Please stand. Let's appreciate them, please. We will have a 5-minute break for them to take water or stretch their legs, and then we'll resume with Uganda in under 5 minutes. Thank you. Let's appreciate my co-moderator, Dr. Alexwaiswa. The timekeeper, Sasi Marvin. We would like to welcome the candidates back. We're sorry we're pressed for time. We can't interrupt the live broadcast for too long. So, candidates, please resume your seats. Mr. Magala Umar, Mr. Mulunga Matthias, Mr. Seriko Moses, Mr. Kachika Frederick,
Dr. Charles Rubagumya, Engineer Senkungu Kenneth, Luimbazi Elias Nalukola, Mr. Serunkuma Salim, Mr. Kawempe Muswa Muhammad, and finally Mr. Kulia Saulo Ziwa. Please come to the front. Tutandise ekitundu tugenda okubanga tuwaya mu Uganda. Tusaba abeesimbyewo ku kifo kya Kawempe North Constituency bajje batuule tutandike ekitundu ekiddako ku Uganda. What happens if a football team does not show up for a game? Singa timu tejja kusamba mupiira kyekigirira. Tusaba bakandidate babiri abatanatuuka musambesambyeko. Waliwo ayeesimbyewo atanatuuka, tusaba ayanguwe. Mr. Frederick Yanguwa. Bakulembeze baffe President SG, Deputy Presidents n'abantu bonna bakuŋŋaanye wano. Tugenda mu session ya Uganda, tugenda kubuuza ba contestants baffe ebibuuzo mu Uganda kubanga constituency gye bakiikirira abantu abasinga boogera Luganda, so baagala bawulira nga bo bategeere ebyo bye boogerako. Kyova batutaddemu mu session ya Uganda era ndowooza beeyanjudde dde. Okweyanjula tekwetaaga kuteeka mu Luzungu oba mu Luganda. Omuntu erinnya lyo era ffenna amanya ge tulina gabeera agasinga gaffe wano mu Uganda, so amanya tugamanyi tegali mu Luzungu oba Luganda. So ndowooza tugenda kutandika direct tugende ku kibuuzo ekisooka. Ngenda kusooka kasooke ne Mwami Kenneth atudde wano kumpi. Ogenda tubuulira kiki okusomera ekibuuzo mukulabako okwebintu kiki ekizibu ekisinga okutawaanya abantu ba Kawempe North gwenga MP waabwe addeko era abakulonzi.
Sooka okwebaza bonna bonna abatubeereddewo, bamemba ba National Unity Platform ne President waffe His Excellency Kyagulanyi. Essuubi lyonna lyonna tulina mu kukyusa enfuga eri mu Uganda n'okusobozesa buli omu asobole okweyagalira mu nsi ye. Ebintu ebimu ebibadde bisinza otutawaanya ng'abannakawempe, enfuna ntono. Kitegeera abantu abasinga mu Kawempe North twengejenze bwe tuyita bu business obutonotono, bu business mitwala 3, mitwala 4, akanene nnyo kayinza okuba kakadde kamu. Ate nga buno obusente olumu ensawo yaffe enfunda. Naye nga nze omubaka wammwe agenda okuddako Kawempe North, ekisinga obukulu abantu twetaaga obba bangula engeri gye bayinza okukozesaamu ssente, engeri gye bayinza okuterekamu, engeri gye bayinza okufuna ssente, kubanga amaanyi gaffe gonna gali mu kwegatta. Bwe tuba nga tulina abacapati nga 20 buli wiiki ne baba nga basobodde okusevinga omutwalo kwezo sente zetusevinze ne tusobola okuzeewolako ku rate eya wansi tugeze nga 3%. Buli omu tusobola okukola ki okulaakulana naye byonna byonna twetaaga ne tufuna abantu abatubangula kubanga abantu abamu batereka naye tebalina bantu bayinza kubasobozesa ne babagamba nti nno kino ne kino tukikoze tutya kino ne kino musevinze mutya mwewoze mutya muterese mutya kubanga mindset change kyekintu ekisinga obukulu okukyusa mu Kawempe. Naye ate nga nze mbagambye omubaka wammwe ebintu bisatu tutwala nnyo obudde abantu bavayo nga bakooye abantu bakola nnyo kasirinda kano ka 6 kg buli muntu mu Kawempe ajja kafuna so that oba ofudde ku mulimu gw'okooye tewetaaga ate kukuma sigiri otegera teeka ku kakyayiko teekako akatoboko olye weebake abakera mu butale bamaama baffe abakera mu butale olumu bazuuka enjala ebaluma akoleze bukoleeza ateekeko akatoboke akateekeko agende naye neyanziza ne kamama kit nako buli mukyala yenna mu Kawempe North ajja agenda nako mu ddwaliro lyaffe erya Kawempe Referral neyanziza nnyo.
Ekibuuzo kyekino neyanziza moderator okusookera ddala mu Kawempe tulina ebizibu bingi tulina ebizibu by'emyala tulina ebizibu by'enjigiriza tulina ebizibu by'ebyobulamu tulina ebbula ly'emirimu mu baganda baffe mu Kawempe ate nga bawangalira mu mbeera etali nnungi. Nze nina ekitundu kyenkiikirira bakiyita Kawempe North ku lukiiko olukulu lwa Kampala Capital Authority era nateekayo ebibiina tubiyita kisoboka twegattiramu n'abantu abeeteeseteese obulungi abagala enkyukakyuka ne tuteekamu akasente ne tulaba butebe tusobola okwewolera nga tukeewola ku muwendo ogwa wansi kwegamba interest rates nga tesiri waggulu nolwekyo mumanya bamunonze ate kigenda kuyitirira buyitirizi n'ebitundu bino ebirala byembadde sikiikirira bisobole okufuna omukisa. Naye njagala kumaliriza n'ekigambo kino mbadde nina kampeyini gye natandikawo tibwe bafuna omukisa okwogerako ku muzindaalo oba ku rediyo oba mu bitundu mwembeera njagala okusingira ddala okubangula bannayuganda bategere nti buvunaanyizibwa bwabwe okugoberera enfuga gye babafugamu mu ggwanga lyabwe. Tibannayuganda bano balaba tebategedde tife tulina obuvunaanyizibwa mu Uganda tugenda kubeera n'ekizibu kinene okusobola okugjako dictator Museveni ne banne. Nolwekyo obuvunaanyizibwa bamwe abali wano n'abali eyo abatulaba ku ntimbe za TV n'abatulira ku rediyo okwenyigira mu by'obukulembeze by'eggwanga lyammwe kubanga ebizibu bye tuwangaala nabyo ebisinga obungi biva ku nkulembera mbi gye batukulemberamu. Abasajja babbye ssente balina amalwaliro mu mbuto zaabwe balina enguudo mu mbuto zaabwe balina amasomero mu mbuto zaabwe. Juzi twabalaba nga babba ssente z'abakazi abanaku n'abasajja abanaku ab'ekalamojja. Nolwekyo obuvunaanyizibwa bwaffe abakyasobola okwogera kubanga tulina omukisa. Baganda baffe bangi batugenzeeko n'abalala bakyagenda naye ffe abalina omukisa nga twogera twegatte wamu twerwaneko tutwalirize badikiteeta n'ababawagira n'ababayambako.
Sabatuulirize webale nnyo ssebo. Buli gavumenti ejja mu buyinza eba erina obuvunaanyizibwa bwa kulwanyisa ebizibu bisatu byokka tekuli kyaguna: obwavu, endwadde n'obutamanya. Gavumenti efugisa enkanu ng'ekulemberwa munnamagye Museveni ewaffe tesobolanga kulwanyisa bizibu ebyo ebisatu byenjogeddeko: obwavu, endwadde n'obutamanya. Byebyo ebizibu ebinene ebiriwo tolina bw'osobola byawulamu. Bw'otunuulira obwavu buleetera abavubuka okulemererwa okusoma ne batafuna bukugu ne batafuna mirimu ne babeera mu kasolo gurupu. Abazadde basula mu mbeera mbi. Enguudo zaffe zijjudde agannya. Nabwekityo tuli mu kaseera kazibu. Ebizibu tolinaayo kimu ky'ogamba wabula byonna olina binokolayo. Tetulina bujjanjabi bulungi, tetulina byanjigiriza bitegeerekeka, enguudo mbi, tusula bubi, abavubuka tebalina mirimu ate tebaweeka mirimu. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale nnyo.
Webale nnyo.
Okusookera ddala ngenda kusooka nebaze pulezidenti wange Robert Kyagulanyi, His Excellency the President of Uganda, Robert Kyagulanyi Center. Mukuleke engalo ez'amaanyi. People power! People power! Manya bagoogedde yenze Kachika Fede. Obuzibu obuli mu Kawempe North, ekisookera ddala byanjigiriza. Mu Kawempe North tulina amasomero 2 aga UPE. Amasomero aga naye amasomero gonna ogagendamu nga gagudde olubege. Juzi nali nambula ndabege abaana bakoze batya aba P7 ekyemunanda bananga mwana wange kyetuliko tetukitegeera. Wasomeseza wabi essomero ligudde olubege akasente kafuna tewali. Omusajja yaŋŋamba Edmansa yantuuza naŋŋamba tulina abaana 1,500 buli mwana bamusasulira siringi 250. Omwana wa UP ow'e Kawempe agenda kuvuganya n'omwana w'e Buddo. Can you imagine? Basebo ne banyaba na Kawempe twagala tuveeyo. Eno gavumenti etufugidde emyaka 4 nkwewuunya gwe atakwewuunya ze gwe neewuunya ogamba ng'okyebase nga baakakufugira emyaka 4. Masomero mavu malwaliro temuli ddagala. Genda Kawempe ebintu betulama na Kawempe egenda kuwali emulago egundi wali Kawempe wali eddwaliro ly'e Kawempe. Genda abaana abakyala bafanga bazaala. Kirumya kikwasa ennaku ku gavumenti etufugidde emyaka 4 nga tesobola kuteekayo ddagala malwaliro, nga tesobola kuwa bujjanjabi bakyala. Abakyala bafa baganda bange muve mu kuseka. Eno bbiri 25 nga His Excellency the President of Uganda we yagambye tusiimudde. Twetaaga ne twerwanako. Abooluganda amazima gali nti bannakawempe North n'eggwanga Uganda tuli mu buwambe. Tuli mu buwambe. God bless you.
Mundabayo atuulize ekibuuzo nsaba kuza ekibuuzo. Mundabayo kizibu ki ekisinga okutawaanya constituency ya Kawempe North? Mundabayo ekisinga
okutawaanya Kawempe North gyembaddemu ng'omukulembeze kwerusirwano okumala emyaka egisoba mu 2 ntunuulidde nga endwadde y'obutamanya ndwadde nkulu nnyo ng'era etwalira munnabyabufuzi okuginnyonnyola abantu bewangaaliramu nga tebasobola na kutegeera mbeera gye bakulemberwamu. Abantu beerabidde n'enkulembera ebakulemberwamu. Tebamanyi oba tuli mu multi-party politics, tebamanyi oba tuli mu NRM. Ekitundu kyange kiwangaaliddemu nnyo abakyala bangi nga be bannannyini maka ng'abaami baabaddukako dda olw'embeera ey'obwavu ng'abaami tebakyasobola kuyimirizawo maka gaabwe. Kyova olaba nga muwulira nnyo obugurupu obwo kasolo gurupu n'ebirala. Kyova olaba mu pulogulaamu yange mulimu okukola essomero ery'abakulu buli muntu asobole okufuna ku buyigirize ategeere ku bigenda mu maaso. Mu nnaku 2 emabega nakyaliddeko Honorable Shami Malende nga ngenze okumulaba olw'obulumi bw'ayitamu. Ne mmutegeeza nti nsaba Katonda nnyambe mpitewo nkwatire N.U.P bendera nsobole okukulembera abantu ba Kawempe, naye obulumi bwe nnina bwe bw'okulaba ng'eggwanga lyaffe terifugibwa term limit onyambeko tukisindiikirize, and the time is now we get the term limits in Uganda and in Kawempe North in particular. Webale nnyo webayigasewo.
Kibuzo kyekimusebo
neyanziza nnyo neyanzeege
ngawe nasoose okwogera ekimu ku bizibu ebitawaanya bannakawempe oba ekisomooza bannakawempe bya bulamu. Mu Kawempe eddwaliro erisingayo obunene Health Center 3 va kweno National Regional Referral Hospital ate nga mukimanyi bulungi death trap teri ddagala abasawo okukolako omala kufuna kaki kasente. Tetulinaamu na ddwaliro liri ku mutendera gwa Health Center 4. Mukimanyi bulungi nti ekitundu kyaffe kiri mu nzigotta. Ekitundu ekiri mu nzigotta akawuka kamukenenya kalidde abantu baffe ewaka ne mu kibira. Mukimanyi bulungi olwaleero obuyambi babutusazeeko obw'empeke za ARVs. Olw'abannakyemalira okwefumbekeza ku ggwanga lyaffe n'okutuyisa obubi olw'okuba tuwaŋŋanguka ne tugenda mu mawanga g'abazungu mu Amerika. Njagala okubategeeza baganda bange nti ekizibu ekyo kitukutteko nabagambye ARVs omukebe gugula emitwalo 75. Munnayuganda kyowa bulijjo asobola okwafoodinga sente ezo nga bw'oba odividinzeemu olunaku. Munnayuganda kitegeeza buli lunaku waba yeetaaga empeke emu ayina okigula nnusu kanaana at 8,000 shillings. Someone ayina okunoonya eddagala lyaki eddagala ly'obulwadde at 8,000 shillings. Omuntu ayina okunoonyayo ne sente z'okulya. So omuntu asobola okubeerawo nga mwavu, omuntu asobola okubeerawo nga tasoma, naye ate omuntu tasobola kubeerawo nga si mulamu. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala.
Webale nnyo mukama wange, webalire ddala. Mulaba nazze n'ensereko Moses saving box. Mulowooza lwaki nazze nayo? Kubanga abali wano aneze nayo. Bano abazze wano bagenda kukusa mbuto zaabwe. Nze nabagambye nsereko Moses ette Wakayima akasola akasinga obugezi. Oba namugamba simanyi Luzungu kirwogedde. Abantu bakola Oluzungu baagala ffe aba abakolerawo. Nsereko Moses mbane nsereko Moses saving box mugirawa abasinga temuntegeera. Nsereko ndi musajja mukakala okuba neeyisanga mwavu ina kampuni ewola sente. Nsereko Moses mbane lending company akampuni muziraba. Bino si bya kusanyuka mu busanyu zirozolaba wesomera olabe. Nsereko Moses mbane lending company wali mukama wa
akade tugenda kwongerako katono.
Yesewo mukama wa
twagala kumanya
yesewo
olinga ayagala okwewola muno engineer atuzeri yayogedde ku lending rate nagamba 3%.
Yesewo twagala
kumanya kampani yo ekola etya.
Kampani yange
kubanga abantu bangi beewola ne babakwata babayisa bubi babakuba ne bajjaku ebyabwe. Eyiyo gyoyogeddeko ekola etya okuyamba omuntu wa bulijjo.
Neyanza mukama wange musooke mutegere Nsereko Moses yandi akalulu ka 221 wekagwa bwekati. Neŋŋamba Nsereko ng'omusajja omugezi nkoze ntya okuyamba abantu bange. Negenda mu kyalo netunda ku ttaka natunda ekazi 10 ez'ettaka. Netandika kampani eno gye bayita Nsereko Moses Money Lending Company. Netandika okuyamba abantu abeerubaga North. Ekyo bakimanyi ndi kugulawo ni Mr. President bakubanga bakusudiya bano bakusudiya Mr. President nze ndikugulawo ndi nesemo nze ndikugulawo ndi ate tomutinamu nze sigenda kuyamba bakawempe North bokka. Nemujjango ovudde much in the east, ovudde much in the west. Nsereko Moses mwendi genda bayamba bannange kitekula omuntu wa bulijjo. Ekyo nkimazi. Ekyokulala mukama wange ebikwatagana n'okusoma basalis. Gwe mubuli wano kwe N.U.P olina mulekwa nga tolina wadde n'ekikumi. Nina amasomero ga keen minded nursery and primary schools. Ekirala muba tolina busobozi bwa ssente bulungi jangu otuukirire nsobola okubawa basale. Ekirala mukama wange nga wenkunyonyodde ebikwatagana n'ebyobulamu Kawempe ngenda bateerawo akalwaliro akatonotono. Ngenda bateerawo akalwaliro akatonotono bagulire ne ambulensi. Ndoza muwulira nti ate manifesito yange yey'amaanyi. Bano bali mu masudiya nze mutuufu. Ese mu mukama wange ebirabira akantu kano saagala kulyanzeka bannange nze nabagulirirewo nate miliyoni 2 yebagenda okumba ogula emmotoka sigenda kugula mmotoka. Kitange yakolerera n'ekazeta ezituuka 10. Ezo sente miliyoni 2 genda ziwa abalonzi ba Kawempe North. Buli okuwa emitwalo 5 ku mitwalo 10. Njagala abantu bange babeere bulungi si bana bagenda okukuta embuto zaabwe. Mutuufu.
Katuulirize Dr. ekibuuzo kye kimu. Dr. Rubagume. Nsabatuulirize asebo ne banyamo. Nsabatuulirize Dr.
Mpozi okusookera Uganda wa Maseko alina okutoolera olunyiwafu mu Uganda. Mu Uganda temulimu ekigambo kimu ekyokulala. Waliwo tugamba ekirala ekyokulala. Mpozi n'ekirala mungeri ginazaalibwa mu bisoza bya Kabaka ekyadongo bantuma erinnya eryassa emiziki wa Mugema era Ssaabasajja Kabaka awanga. Nabagambye kino nze siina relationship yonna nakyemalira nasobola kwagala puroguramu ze nzija kuwagira ensonga z'amasonga eza Buganda. Ekisooka nja kubeera muwulize eri Ssaabasajja Kabaka, ekyo nja kubeera muwulize eri Pulezidenti wange Kyagulanyi Ssentamu n'ekibiina kyange. Ekyokusatu nja kuwagira puroguramu za Buganda